next? Is it me and you, Stelly?
All right. Next up, got Cam versus myself. Take a quick look at Cam's deck here, bringing 4 color walkers.
So I found this in a small online event where it earned 0 points, which isn't very high praise, but I was just too tempted. Like, I've always enjoyed these 3 to 4 color Planeswalker decks, and it's still on my bucket list to bring back an Ugin with Elspeth Conquers Death, so hopefully I can do that today.
Cool. And I'm going to be bringing my favorite deck from our early access event. This is Sultai Peer Into the Abyss. Made a few changes since we played it last. Added a Narset to the main deck, cut the Murderous Riders, maxed out on Shark Typhoon, switched up the sideboard a little bit. I really enjoyed playing this deck before. I'm going to see if it's still any good here. Excited to play this one, so let's get into it. I'll send you a challenge.
Sounds good.
All right, this hand pretty slow. Not much going on here. That being said, we have some cyclers and we have some ramp. It's just not till turn 3, so probably just going to keep it.
You're on the play.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the play, it's great.
I think I got to keep this. It's got a backup plan. It's got something sort of proactive to start doing. Got some answers, and more importantly, it's got all my colors. That one of the missing pieces.
Oh, it's a pretty good draw off the top there.
What is this? Back in your deck?
Oh, we get to untap with our Jorel. You'll love to see it. Jorel's just the real powerhouse of this deck. Most of our cards draw cards, so we can trigger it. And if it goes unanswered, it can steal games pretty quickly, so happy to get at least one activation out of it there.
Yeah, so we just have to answer that. But it left this cat behind, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah. Still having a threat and play is pretty good for us here. Rest of our hand hasn't really panned out so far.
No play from the deck that's mostly permanents. I don't remember if you play counter spells. I guess I can just find out. Probably a shark then. We're going to lose Teferi to the shark, but we get a trigger off of Othakaya. Get rid of the 2/2.
Exactly what it was. We'll make a 3/3. We are still a couple cards away from escaping this Uro, unfortunately.
There's probably still no counter spells, I think, so I'm just going to play new Teferi. And hopefully there's not a second shark. Even if there is, though, I don't know if he dies. Interesting.
No, it'd be a shark for 4 and still live, right?
No.
No. It would have to phase one of them out and die to the other.
Oh, yeah.
What to get rid of here?
Sorry. I meant, yeah, if he had a shark for 4. Yeah, I forgot he has that one in play, just waiting.
All right, that makes me think it is a shark for 4.
Ah.
Oh,
Jokes.
it says nothing. That's fine.
Okay, well, we're just gonna draw half our deck because I have nothing else going on.
Maybe I should have played a Narset last turn.
Hopefully, this can sculpt our hand into something pretty good.
Don't really have lands, so I have to discard this Ugin.
All right.
All right, good luck discarding.
This interface, love it. I imagine this would be awful if I had a timer.
Yeah.
Dude, discarding, trying to figure out your discard when your hand's overloaded when the timer's going is miserable.
As a secondary effect, you'll now have cards in the bin for Uros. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Jeez. All right, we did it.
All right, well, I drew a land, so that's pretty good. Start by looting again. Guess I'll discard this. We can
That's
get rid of the
annoying.
shark. And I'd like to prevent you from drawing more cards.
There's a lot of planeswalkers.
It is. Yeah. This is my kind of magic.
I don't know, Stelly. Maybe you still get them. Can he kill you in time? Like,
Unclear.
Kind of wishing I kept that eliminate in hand right about now
oh yeah.
instead of one of these.
Probably didn't need the other peer.
No.
Cast it. Cast it,
Very
please.
greedy on that one.
So to be able to function at all, we need to get this Narset off the board. We're going to have to do that through a Teferi Master of Time, which is going to be irritating. And he can cast this next turn too. The Nicol Bolas.
Yeah. It's because of my excellent hand keeping skills with a red source.
Okay, I think
I don't know. Maybe I will I'll shave in the handlebar next when this thing grows in. Yeah. Rock a handlebar mustache for a bit, just look greasy.
All right. Well, we get free reign now because we have 2 Teferis. What am I likely to not need here? Guess a second Teferi.
Yeah, I'd be in such a better spot if I had just discarded one of these and kept the eliminate. Kind of screwed myself here.
ECD is a pretty good pickup.
I feel like you just win this game on the spot if you kept that eliminate.
Yeah,
too,
I 100% would have.
Oh, that feels so bad. Yeah, it's all about like a greasy feel, you know? All about the dichotomy.
I haven't used a Teferi yet. All right.
Make a 2/2. Try and find our second copy of Eliminate.
Yeah.
Joke's on you, I didn't draw it.
Yeah. Well, we'll get rid of something here. These tutelages don't really do anything. Morale doesn't do much. None of this does much. But if I do lose Narset, what am I worried about here?
And this cat is going bananas. I gotta go check on him. I'll be right back.
I think I just want to get rid of creatures so that I have time to answer the rest as it comes down. Peer also can draw a bunch. Peer might kill me, so I'm just going to take Peer.
Yeah, I think it's just snap Peer there. It's the only way you die.
Yeah. Phase this out.
We're just going to play out our creatures. We can try and pressure down this something here.
So I've got an Ugin coming back shortly, which can probably get the last few points of life here. Just keep looting. Guess I don't need their lands. I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. I can just sort of save the resources that are in my hand. So I'm just going to pass.
When I read the chat, PSAMs, I thought it said mauling the fragile minds of the youth of just generation. Wouldn't be wrong.
Just going to do this.
We'll just exile all this stuff.
We'll just head to the top right there.
Man, you didn't even let me. Okay, so I was going to bring back an Ugin with ECD. I was going to play Nicol Bolas. They can both Ugin plus. And you didn't let me.
Okay. Game 2 here. I think I definitely like some disputes. I like these. Don't really want to play the Planeswalker game versus him. Not going to bring in Ugin. Scavenging Ooze, not really a fan of that either. Narset could be good. I feel like I need to leave in my copies of Eliminate and Vraska. Gonna trim the Nissa. Nissa seems like it might just eat an ECD in this matchup.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I want to be doing here. I think just having Narsets already makes me pretty good against the general game plan on the other side of the board. So if I'm just looking to protect Narsets, I think disputes to fight Uros and various tutelages and opposing disputes are going to be strong. Maybe some vetoes as some backup. Kaya was all right at picking off sharks. I mean, I never cast her, but she could have picked off a shark. And yeah, I don't think I want to change much. I'm not sure. I'm just going to stick like this and see what happens.
All right. This hand seems pretty good. We're going to keep.
This one is kind of awkward, but I think it has the tools to get out of the early game, so. That's a bit premature, so we can send an Ugin to the bottom.
All right, let's cycle this Shark Typhoon for 1 so we can trigger our Joel Rail. Start making tokens.
Well, I need to find lands, so I'm going to start, I guess, just drawing cards.
All right. So our turn is just going to be splitting the attack here to kill Teferi. We will recast Joel Rail and put a Triumph into play, ship it back. And
One
looking
land
pretty
up.
good now.
There could be a dispute. How do I want to go about this? I think I'm just going to play this, get rid of Jorel. Similarly, play a Triumph.
It's not a bad turn for you, actually.
For me?
Yeah, like you're not really in any trouble. Life total's high. You know,
Yeah.
just chilling.
Just keep developing our mana here. Do we want that? Probably not.
It could still get disputed. Probably all right, though. See if he has it. And I get to gain a life off this beacon.
We'll dispute
Fairy
the
down.
Teferi. Basically just want to aggressively use our cards whenever we can so we can get closer to escaping our Uro. Okay. We could get this into play this turn, or we could just cast a big Krasis. I think I'm a fan of just casting a big Krasis. But I'm going to still do it for 4. In case we draw a dispute.
So at this point, I think I can clean up this board without any regrets. Make sure I tap correctly. Luckily, 0 and 2 are even. Pass back.
Okay. Still 1 card short of escaping Uro. So I think we just pass.
So we're worried about counterspells, but not really, because we have a bunch of mana to pay for dispute. Sharks? I think
Cody, this is tutelage, yeah.
start like this. Gain some life off these lands.
We'll cast our dispute here, make them pay.
Sure. I'm just going to pick up this oath so I can use it later, draw a card.
let's cycle this shark for 5. We have enough cards in our bin now to escape our Uro. Start by casting this tutelage.
All right, now there's a clock, so that's kind of terrifying. Oh, you milled the Ugin. Step 1. All right. Pass this.
That could be annoying.
Gonna take another Shatter as backup. My other options were Thought Erasures, but getting pretty low on cards, and hopefully this Narset can lock them out. Unfortunate that he can just hard cast a Dispute here, but hopefully he doesn't have it.
All right. Just
Messed up my scry there. I forgot the tutelage would trigger off the Shatter. Oh, nice cycle.
Oh, that's right. I drew a card off the Shatter. Brutal. Okay.
All right, we each got there.
What we're gonna do this. Then we're going to do this. We are going to plus sack this forest.
I can see
Mill
myself running
him.
a card pretty quickly here.
And now we have exactly enough cards to escape our Uro again. Dealing all this deck damage.
Yeah. All right. What do I need to accomplish here? Quite a lot. I'm gonna scry even though I'm gonna get milled. I could phase out this Uro. I think I just have to do to buy some time.
We'll just go right to combat. Now we will just cast a giant Hydroid Krasis.
Probably kills me.
Get a bunch of triggers.
Jeez.
All right, there's 3 ECDs down. Man, I really need those. Why are you milling them? Hmm.
14 cards left.
Oh, we gotta get rid of these creatures, which unfortunately...
Cody Mang,
Dog
thanks for
card.
the subscription, the Prime. Appreciate it.
Dude, I don't know why winning with tutelage just so satisfying.
The Uro is phased out
And-
still.
Dude, you love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, I got the play. Your turn.
All right, we're gonna max out on deck damage here. Let's go.
Yeah, sure, that resolves. I'm even gonna loot. Counter that. And I spent all this time gaining life with interplanar beacons. Doesn't even matter.
That should be it.
I have effects on my upkeep.
Got him.
Deck damage win. Doing it.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
All right.
Are there changes I should make here? Think so. I'm gonna bring in this instead of the Nickel Bolus because I can probably have an easier time casting it, and it might work out a bit better. Will it? Hard to say. I want to try this card. Sure. Let's try this.
I just made one small swap out. Probably a change I should have made for last game as well.
Yeah, I'm not particularly confident, but this card's in my sideboard, so I want to try it. This hand is all right, actually. Fine.
This one, it's a little too risky. I'm going to mull. I like this one a lot better.
Oh, I still have a stop on my upkeep. Bottom a redundant card. All right, let's see what's going on.
Our hand's actually pretty good through this right now, so because our hand isn't great.
That's a lot of hate for fairies and Narsets. Like these answers will just sort of get spent, so I think I'm going to take the Narset because it represents some card draw. Time to start getting these eaten. Not shocking in the land, which means you're not scared of non-blue spells. I don't really have any to cast, but
Hand hasn't really panned out for us so far.
think what? My hand's not great, so I think we're just gonna do this.
Just gotta keep using our disputes before they are useless. Also, just want to
Same.
be using them aggressively so we can escape this Uro.
Yeah. I wanted to fight there just so that I can cycle this to Fairy, because I don't have much going on. And I just need to find cards.
All right, that was a decent draw here. It allows us to
Jeez.
add a threat to the board and while still taking care of the Fairy.
I wonder, Stelly, if it was better to use the other thing and then I don't know. Like if it was better to cycle, cause like to hit land, maybe I don't know.
I don't know, like this exchange for us puts the 5th card in our yard, so now we can do this.
Yeah, okay, that's really good.
I mean, doing it the other way also would have done that as well. We just
All right. So
but it would have dug us closer to lands, you're right.
using the Oath of Kaya, I almost used an ECD on the Vraska, but using Oath of Kaya means that I still have my ECD to get rid of this Uro permanently. So that worked out.
You hate to see it, honestly. Okay. Drawing a land there is step 1. We'll cycle this for 1 so we can get our token.
But at the moment, I'm getting a Teferi back. Isn't amazing on this board. A Wrath or something here would be pretty good. So I'm just going to cycle this land looking for it.
Please no.
Guess we can cast this. Not enough lands in play to activate Jerail. And attacking for 4. Guess I just loot and it stays at 1. Own Narset. Okay.
Huh. How do we think we're going to win this game? They gets back probably... it doesn't actually matter. Probably gets back to Fairy so he can at least deal with the token. Neither of the Planeswalkers are... actually, no. He probably gets back Narset looking for a Wrath. So we'll have to dodge that. Our next turn is probably going to be this. Depending what happens. I think we'll just take the tutelage.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go for Narset, as Stelly said, looking for a Wrath. And if I get back to Fairy here, it can't draw a card into the opposing Narset, which is also annoying of my Master of Time. Just another Narset.
I mean,
Fairy
you
can't
still
do
have 4
anything.
mana left over for a Wrath if you find it off the second one.
That's true. Do I even need to Wrath you here, though? Well, might as well. We scryed a Wrath to the top.
How lucky.
Yeah, not bad. We lose the extra loyalty counter that came with the ECD, but I think this one is better. Ah, this is an interesting choice. All right, well, we're going to take this one. You made me worry there. I thought you were disputing it, but it's a black spell.
That would be decent.
Can't use Teferi on my turn because it's Narset.
Hmm.
Ah, Shark Typhoon.
Hmm. Okay, I think we just eliminate this now. We could cast our tutelage. Or we could just hold up a Shark Typhoon. I think I like just holding up the Shark Typhoon.
Hmm. I'm going to start with this.
Hmm. We'll cycle in response. I'd like to get the 2/2 into play. So we can start attacking
Fine.
this Teferi.
Thought Distortion. Uh, I guess I just don't want you to refuel. Thought Distortion's kind of annoying. I'm going to take Thought Distortion. And then part 2 of this plan is a medium command the Dreadhorde.
Okay, man, the Dreadhorde. Nice. What do you got? Narset?
Just Narset Teferi.
Narset Teferi. Okay. We're not really afraid of that.
Gotta get rid of this shark to start. Doesn't let me draw a card, but you can just kill the Narset and then start drawing cards.
Okay. Let's get rid of this Narset. So we can cast our tutelage. Discard that Watery Grave.
Ah, I should have looted.
Uh, yeah, I mean, that's probably fine. Milling that Ugin off the top of the deck there feels pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty unlucky. Can't stop this Crisis, but I need to get rid of this Narset so that I can start drawing cards more often. Now I can loot on my turn. Oh, that's tempting. Sure.
Yeah, it's deck, man. The tutelage deck, I just can't believe it in action sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Let's cast Crisis for 5. Milk Ham for a bunch.
Yep. For 4. My cards. This.
Okay.
Get rid of that.
So he does have an Ugin in the yard.
Me2. And then get phased. Weird that it doesn't have the flying animation when it doesn't exist.
So do we just try and kill him? Will we be able to? We might be able to.
It feels like there's a Peer through Abyss coming. Whatever that card's called, Peer into the Abyss. Interesting. This Crisis comes back. I can phase it out with Teferi 4. I think this is fine. Luckily, I drew this, and I think I just need to get rid of the tutelage because I'm low on cards. Cody Mang, I have 18 cards left in my library.
Yeah, things are getting dicey here for you, I feel. But
-3 here. Unfortunately, hits my own Teferi and my Oath, but
Hmm.
do I phase this out? it dies, did you deal with it? I think I just have to phase it out. It's so much safer in case something happens to this ECD.
Okay.
All right. Just looking for ways. I mean, I don't have that many cards left in my library, so I don't really want to draw many cards.
15 cards left. We might.
But I also need to stop Stelly from drawing cards. So I'm going to go for Narset. And Bolt first. There's a shark here. It's not great. How am I winning this? Anything you play at this point is going to be a bit big. So I guess I just need to push damage, make you take damage for attacking my Planeswalkers.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we hated to see.
Yeah, it's a big shark.
Losing this Ugin's rough.
Yeah, so this is a big enough shark to be able to exactly take down Ugin and kill Narset here. We're going to take some damage, but I think that's okay. We are definitely casting this to Fairy's tutelage.
No. Please no.
Nice 80 card deck, Cam. Be a shame if somebody milled you out.
I just need time. There's no time.
ECD, sure. That's okay. Okay.
We're at 24. More importantly, though, we're at 9 cards. Wow, shocking. So risky.
Let's try and kill him.
Ah, right on time. I guess I just gotta protect myself. What can deal with the...
Okay. Fairy's tutelage. All right, so that worked out perfectly. Now we can cast Thought Distortion, wipe his whole graveyard, so the
rip.
ECD doesn't do anything.
I forgot you had access to that.
Attack him for a bunch.
I needed that Ugin.
I mean, we don't actually have to do really anything. We can just...
If I had remembered Thought Distortion and got an Ugin there, I wonder if it had been enough.
All right, he survives one more turn. I mean, you had already seen one of them, so you would have to assume I have more than one.
More than one what?
Thought Distortion?
Oh, I just forgot the card existed. I boarded it in the Necrobencha to hit the tutelages if I found it early, because like I feel like I can keep up if I'm not getting milled out. and it was just a one of. And then by the time I drew it, I was already so low that I forgot about anything else. Oh, perfect.
Drawn cards, sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm never killing you at this point, so you're not gonna mill me out.
All right, we got there.
Yeah, I messed that up. You probably still would have won, but